Hi guys, and welcome to Python tutorial of text to speech. Let me show you guys how this works. If I click on this,
themes and styles also help keep your document coordinated. When you click design and choose a new theme, the pictures, charts, and smart art graphics change to match your new theme.
and we can also check the speech rate.
Hello YouTube. My current speaking rate is 200.
You can change that as well, and this we can just change the voice. So let's minimize that and see the change of voice. So let's come in here, change.
Themes and styles also help keep your document coordinated. Themes and styles also help keep your document coordinated.
Okay, that is how it works. I'm going to
confirm if you want to exit.
Yes, I do want to exit. Yeah. So we can close that. And when you run the program, actually, this is what is going to happen.
Welcome to text-to-speech video tutorial. I will now demonstrate how it works. Enter a sentence and click on one of the buttons. Thank you.
There we go. And right there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into a Python development environment. And we will put one of these together. So let's start a new project entirely. First thing first, let's import the following. There we go. And the other thing that I've also imported here is the PyTTSX3. You need that for this text to speech. Why this one is just going to be for something like a message box. Alright, now let's start by first of all, I'm going to just create one of my variable there, local variable, okay, global one. So I'm going to call it SAPI. You can call it whatever you like, maybe engine or anything. Then I'm going to say PyTTX3. I want it to get initialized. Enter that in there. Okay, let's create another variable that I'm going to call rate, and this very rate I want it to take in the following sapi dot get property. And that property, let's say that is going to be called rate. Right, we have the rate in there. So now let's grab sapi then and just assign the rate. So I'm going to grab all of these, paste it right in there. sapi.set. So change this get to set rate. And the rate that I want you to set, I want to make that about 125. That should give us approximately 200, rate of 200. Alright, now the next thing is I'm going to create my class now. So I'm going to say class text to speech, and inside this very class I'm going to create the following. Define the following function. So let's say underscore get it initialized, underscore open up a bracket, and let's say self, and that is going to be root. Enter semicolon. Now I'm going to define the name of my app is going to be self.root. That will be equals root. Now I want my title to be dead center, so I'm going to just make up something in there. Let's say blank space. Okay, let's say blank space. That is equals space. Now self.root, I'm going to assign assign a title. Let's say self.root.title, and my title, I want it to be within 202, then the blank space itself multiplied by the blank space plus the title, and the title is going to just be Python text to speech. There we go. And we'll close that up there. Now the other thing I'm going to do is I want this to be non-resizable. So let's say, or let's enter root in there, self.root dot resizable, and I'm going to say width, that is going to be false. In that case, height, I'm going to make that height false as well. There. And finally, I'm just going to set my geometry. So I'm going to say self.root.geometry, and I'll just say the width is going to be 1360 multiplied by 700 plus 0 plus 0. That would define the coordinates, okay, which means the system will actually open up from all here and just feed up the whole string there. And that is all. So what I'm going to do before I continue is I'm just going to round up the whole process. So let's press enter and just round it all up. I'm going to come to file now. Let's save it. Let's look for somewhere to save it. So I'm going to go in here and let's open up that text to speech underscore Paul. That is for my second channel. Now what I'm now going to do is let's just try it out and you see how it's going to look like. There we go, just blank space. Now we need to add, we want Happy to say something for us. Officially it's initialized, so we can just come right down here and just say Happy dot say as follows: text to speech video tutorial. Thank you. There, close that up. Alright, so we now also need to ask Happy to run, and underneath here let's say run and wait. There we go. So let's try this out now. I expect Happy to say something now. Run.
Text to speech video tutorial. Enter sentence for Sappy to read.
Hear that?
Thank you.
That's good. So it's read that out for us. Now, but what we want to try and achieve is to have our own interface where we can add whatever we want to add, and Sappy will read that. So first of all, I am going to create a frame here. Let's say frame, that will be equals frame, and this very frame is going to be inside root, self.root, and the border around it is going to be around 10. Then we want the width to be about 1350, and the height we want that to be 700, comma. Then let's say relief, that is going to be rigid, equals rigid, comma, then background color BG, I'm going to make that cadet blue. Right, and let's close up or lock up our mainframe. Come right down here, paste. I'm going to say dot grade. There we go. Let's go up here, click, save and run. Let's see how that's going to work.
Text-to-speech video tutorial. Enter sentence for Sappy to read.
Let's see.
Thank you.
There we go. So that is taken care of. So I'm just going to copy and paste that. Let's copy, paste. And I'm going to paste again and 3 more times. Then I'll change the data that we have in there. So let's change it individually. This is going to be for title. Let's change this to title. Okay, title frames. Let's put it an S here. Title frames. And title frames is going to be a child of mainframe. There we go. And here, that is title frame as well. Paste it here. There. As for title frame, I'm going to change this to 1320. Height is going to be 100 because it's just for the title. Okay, get rid of this back color. There we go. So that's the first part of it taken care of. The second part, let's change this to 7. Grab this and just paste it right here. There. And this is going to be inside title frames. Paste it right in here. And every other setting seems maybe it's alright. Yeah. Let me change the back color. I'm going to add a back color to that. There we go. Right. So that's fine. Let's comment this out now. Just try this that we've just worked on. Just comment it as comments here. Now run. Just to see how that looks like.
Text-to-speech video tutorial. Enter sentence for Sappy to read. Thank you.
There we go. Look at that. So close that. Close this. Now let's wake up these other ones here. I'm going to get rid of that comment. You can just press Alt 4. Alt 4 will get rid of the comment. So now here I can name these. I just call this mass. Yeah, maybe you can add some mathematics formula into it or what. And change this as well. Mass frame. Or we can let's give it a reasonable name. Okay, text frame. Text frame. Yep, text frame. Text frame. And this one is going to be text frame as well. There we go. And text frame is a child of main frame. Right there. Very good. So text frame will be about 1340. And the height to that, I'm going to make that 480. Right. I think the rest is okay apart from right here. Let's say row. That would be 1. comma, column. Let's make column will be equal 0 there. Now in that case we want the title here, we want this to be 0. This will be 0 there, and this will be 0 as well. Let's do that here. Grab this, paste that in there. Okay, and here let's get it padded. X-axis equals 8. The text frame, that is taken care of now. And I want a frame to be to the left frame, again, and this one will be for the button frame, and this is button frame as well. Now let's copy all of this, paste it here and here as well, and this is going to be row 0, column will be 1 here, row 0, column is 0, so that is fine. Right, what else do we need? It's going to be a child of this. Grab this text frame and text frame here as well. Width, we can make that 1000, and the width of this one I would make it about 320. The height will be 480 and 480 here as well. There we go. Get rid of the back color here and get rid of this as well. Yeah. Okay. I think I may have finished. Let's see. I'm going to run it. Let's run and see how that's going to look like.
Text-to-speech video tutorial. Enter sentence for Sappy to read. Thank you.
There we go. Look at that. That's not bad. That's good. Alright. Now that the frame is ready, what we then want to do is let's add some buttons. I'm going to add a button to the right. Okay, and title. So let's come right down here. First of all, title. Let's break this up. So that's going to be for the title. This will be for the text widget, and this will be for the buttons. And I'm going to need another one here. That will be for my function. Okay. Now, let's add buttons underneath here. So we can just say self dot btn read text. That will be equals button. Read text is right inside button. Paste it right there. Comma. Let's get it padded. Make that 1, comma. BD, that will be 4. And I'm going to change the font. The font will be equals. Let's say area. and it's going to be about 30 comma, and that's going to be bold. Right, close that comma, then add the x-axis to the x-axis. I'm going to make that about 25. Okay, now let's go for the width. I'm going to make that about 11. Height, that would be 2. And the text content on it, I'm just going to call that read text. Close that dot. Let's get it round up. And that is going to be row 0, column 0. Paste. Yeah, we can make that column 0. Row 0, column 0. And maybe a little bit of padding to the x-axis as well. Okay, I'm going to save that. Let's make sure it's working. Run. Let's take care of that error. So we just need to add equals here. I think that's the error, so let's run it and see.
Text-to-speech video tutorial. Enter sentence for Sappy to read.
Okay,
Thank you.
there we go, first button in place. Close that. So I'm just going to copy, paste, and paste, and paste. And this other button, this is going to be on row 1, row 2, and row number 3. There. So let's change the data that we have inside each one of them. So this one is going to be exit. Alright. And I might as well change the name of these to BTN exit. Okay, and here I'm going to change this to change voice. So that would be voice. Right. And the name of this would be change voice as well. There we go. And this one, let's change this one to speech rate. And the data on it to be speech rate. Speech rate. There. Okay, I'm going to select it all and get it indented properly. You can go to format, or you can just press Control there. So I'm just going to hold on to my control, get it all indented, and bring it back. There we go, all done. Now let's run it and see. Run.
Text-to-speech video tutorial. Enter sentence for Sappy to read. Thank you.
There we go, look at that. Alright, that is fine. Now let's take care of this. We need to add. Okay, now guys, let's add title here. I'm going to call that LBL title. And that is going to be a label. And this label is going to be a child of title. So let's first of all enter title in there, title frames, comma, then enter the font. The font, I'm going to make that about 50. Now the text on it, so that is going to be equals text to speech. There, it must be in a quote. Now what else do we need? For the border, that'll be 7. Background color, I'm going to make that cadet blue. Paste. Close that. And I'm going to round up the title now. Let's make it self dot title. Grab hold of this, paste it right underneath here, and let's just round it up. Paste. And this is going to be 0 as well. Comma. Let's get it padded to the x-axis. I'm going to make that 222. So that is taken care of. I'm going to run it, but first of all, let's stop Sappy from saying something for now. Let's end that. Run. Let's see. Very good. Alright, close that. We have 222. Okay, but there's one error that I don't seem to like when you run the program. This is what I'm talking about. I want this title to fill up this frame. So let's close that and just, I think right here. Yep, I'm going to add. Let's grab hold of that. I'm going to add that here. Make it about 180. Run. Okay, it's inside the title. Yeah, that's fine. Title frames. Alright, so that's sorted now. Now let's come right in here and we're going to create some. Yeah, let's create some of my functions. So the first one is going to be, I'm going to call that text Sappy. And text Sappy, I want text Sappy to add the following. Let's say input. We're going to need an input. Let's say input is going to be my variable, and this input I want you to take in a text that is going to be known as txt enter text dot get. And what is it getting? Is getting 1.0 comma and minus 1c. Close that. Now the whole problem is we don't have this text yet, so we're gonna have to create that as well. But first thing, let's just finish with Sappy. So I'm going to ask Sappy to just say something, but whatever Sappy is going to say is going to be from that very text. Paste that in there, and that is going to be from here. Okay, text input there. And we also want Sappy to just Sappy dot run and wait there. But before we can get that to happen, let's create our, let's create it right underneath here. Okay, I'm going to create it right underneath here. Let's get a text, paste, and this is going to be for the text. There's a widget called text, so the name of the widget is going to be txt enter text, right, and equals text widget. And this very text widget is going to be resident inside the left frame. Comma. And the height, I'm going to make the height approximately 8, comma. The width, I'm going to make that about 30, comma. Background color, that's a BG, that will be equals light yellow. Okay. What about the font? The font on it, I'm going to change this font. Let's say font, let's grab all of these, then we'll change the font. Make that about 40. Right. And just close that up. And copy this and round it all up. So that will be all for my text, and it's going to be inside grid 0, row 0, column 0. There we go. I think that's all for that. Let's run it and see. Cancel that. Run. There, that is it right there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That's good. Okay, I'm going to change this font of it to, let's change it to Korea. That's for the text. Yeah, we can just change it to Korea. Why not? Yeah, let's run it and see. Alright, see, with Korea, we cannot fill up that. Okay, that's fine. There isn't much changes to be done, so that's very good. Now, the next thing is we need to create some functions. There's going to be about 4 of those. I've created one here. That's the very first one. Okay, and this, the other one. Well, let's get this first. I'm going to copy this. I want this to read out. So let's come right in here. Where is that? And then read text. So we're going to enter that function in here. Let's say comma, command equals read that. So let's get some text for it to read. I'm going to open up Word, or I can just copy whatever I have in here. Copy this, run, and let's see, paste that in here and click on read text.
Text to speech video tutorial. Enter sentence for Sappy to read.
You hear that, guys?
Thank you.
That's fine. Okay, so let's close that. So one function is done. Now let's come back up here. Where do I have? Yeah, that's where I have my functions. The next function is going to be for the voice. Let's say change voice. So we just change the name to change voice. There. For this change voice, we want the input here. This very input. And let's get hold of every other thing that we have in here. Grab that, paste underneath there. And we then want the voice, local variable voice that to be equals happy dot get property, and that is going to be voice. There we go. Now I'm going to use a for loop in there. So let's say for voice in voice with an S, then we want Sappy to set the property. Let's get hold of Sappy here. So paste that underneath here. Set the property, and the property we're setting is going to be that of the voice. Just voice, comma, voice dot id. Right. And now we want Sappy to say something. Grab hold of all of these. So whatever we have in there, Sappy is going to read it out. And at the same time, we also need this anyway. Paste that in here. So that's the second function taken care of. Right, so let's see how that's going to work. Copy this and let's go to change voice button. There we go, that's change voice button there. Comma, command equals that. Alright, let's grab hold of some text. Run, let's see. Oh, we have an error in here. I mistakenly pasted what I copied, so I'm going to undo. Let's see. Yeah, look at it, it's still there. Okay. So I think that's meant to be mainframe. Yeah. So let's get rid of all of that. Yeah, it is mainframe. Look at that. Let's cut that off. Right. Okay, let's try it. Run. Now, in here. Oh, that was supposed to be for my. Okay, that was supposed to be change voice. Okay, let's see. That's the function. Yeah, change voice. Run. Let's see. There we go. Enter some data in there and click on change voice.
Text to speech video tutorial. Enter sentence for Sappy to read. Thank you. Text to speech video tutorial. Enter sentence for Sappy to read.
You hear that, guys? So
Thank you.
That's the change voice. So read is working, change voice is working, rate is not working yet, exit is not working yet. For the exit and the rate, so let's find out the rate of speech. Let's say speech rate. There. Speech rate, we say Sappy says something, and that's going to be the rate. Let's just say hello YouTube. Then Sappy is going to say one more thing. Or we can just, let's say, my current speaking rate is plus, convert that rate to string, and that is going to be rate. Remember the rate right up there. Okay, that's the rate I'm now referring to. Now I'm just going to get Happy to end the whole process for me in here. Wait and stop. Wait, and we also stop. There we go. And I'm now going to call this. Grab hold of this. Come right down here. And where is that? Here. Comma. Command equals speech rate. Run that. Let's see.
Hello YouTube. My current speaking rate is 200.
Very good. So the last one left is just this. So I'm going to now take care of the exits. Come right down here. So let's say I exit, and I just want I exit to also say something. So I'm going to grab hold of something from Sappy. So let's grab hold of everything here and just paste it right in here. And I'm going to change this to confirm if you want to exit, something like that. And that takes care of that. Now underneath here I'm going to enter the following. I exit equals, take enter, dot message box dot ask yes or no. So the title is going to be text to speech, comma, then it's going to be confirm if you want to exit. Grab all of that, paste that here, close that, and if statement, if I exit is greater than 0, in that case root dot destroy. Return. There we go, that's it, done. So let's call this inside exit. Inside the exit button, come right down here, that is it, comma, paste that, and that's meant to be command equals exit. There we go. Now run. And that will take care of the
confirm if you want to exit.
Very good. So that's how you create your own text to speech in Python. So let's open up this. So I'm going to grab some stuff from Word here. Let's see, it's going to speak foreign language for us. Let's just say lorem 3 by 3. There, copy that. Let's get Sappy to read that out for us. Now run.
Text to speech video tutorial. Enter sentence for Sappy to read. Thank you.
There, get Sappy to read that.
Lorem ipsum dolor sit amit. Consectitur adipissing illit. Messinas port titer congui massa. Fus posvera. Magna sed pulviner ultrices. Purus lectus male swada libero. Sit amit commodo magna eros quizina.
There guys, Sappy can even read in any language. So with that guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this beautiful tutorial, but before I go,
confirm if you want to exit.
Let me show you guys the lines of code one more time. Let's take it from the top. There. Bring it right here to the left frame. And bring it right down. There we go. And that's all there is to it, guys. So with that, I'm gonna call it the end of this tutorial. And please do subscribe to this, my second channel. This is Paul Omen, Captain Paul Omen, the owner of DJ Omen's channel. You all have a nice day now, guys, and bye for now.
Text-to-speech video tutorial. Enter sentence for Sappy to read. When you apply styles, your headings change to match the new theme. Save time in Word with new buttons that show up where you need them.
Bye for now, guys.